Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a deep dive into a samkok game that's been making waves on the X7 game platform lately, Three Kingdoms Defiance. It's currently one of the top 3 games on X7 game, and after downloading it, playing it myself from the very beginning, and spending some time with it, I think there are quite a few things worth talking about, both the strengths and the weaknesses. So this review is going to be an honest analysis with no sugarcoating, giving you a realistic picture before you decide whether it's worth your time. And if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future game reviews. Before we jump into the gameplay, I want to quickly mention the platform I'm using to download and play the game, which is the X7 Game app. It's a mobile gaming platform that brings together a huge collection of games, and my favorite part is how simple everything is. You just download the app, register with your email, and you're ready to play. No complicated setup required. The app also regularly offers daily coupons, recharge discounts, and game-specific events. So if you're planning to try Three Kingdoms Defiance, I'd definitely recommend downloading it through X7 Game so you can take advantage of those extra rewards. Now, back to the game itself. Three Kingdoms Defiance is a samkok RPG, and if you've played idle RPGs mixed with gacha mechanics before, the overall framework will feel familiar. However, I think this game executes those systems with a bit more polish than usual. Right from the first screen, the game's 2D artwork immediately stood out to me. The character illustrations are sharp, the costumes and weapons are packed with detail, and most importantly, the skill animations are surprisingly well made. They don't feel stiff or choppy like in many games of the same genre. Once I started building my team and watching my generals unleash their abilities in battle, the lighting effects and animations looked smooth and satisfying, like giving the game the feeling of a Three Kingdoms title that actually puts effort into its visual presentation. As for the core gameplay, this is very much a team-building RPG focused on creating the right formation, choosing the right heroes, positioning them properly, and maximizing the synergy between their skills. One thing I noticed is that skill timing actually matters. It's not simply a matter of leaving everything on auto. If you know when to chain your abilities together, the outcome of battles can be significantly different. The game also includes a battle speed up option, which makes repetitive farming much faster so you don't have to sit through the same animations over and over again. That's a nice quality of life feature, especially if you're a busy player who doesn't have hours to grind every day. Another aspect I really appreciate is how packed the game is with events right from the beginning. During my playthrough, there was a constant stream of events, ranging from gacha ticket rewards to level milestone bonuses. Speaking of early game rewards, I'd say this is probably one of Three Kingdoms Defiance's biggest strengths. The amount of resources you receive during the early stages is surprisingly generous, making it much easier for new players to build a decent starting team without spending any money. In gacha games, a generous early game is often one of the biggest factors in keeping new players engaged, and in this regard, I think Three Kingdoms Defiance does a really good job. When it comes to the hero system, the game follows a typical gacha cultivation design. That means you won't just be summoning heroes, you'll also be investing heavily in their growth through multiple progression systems, including gear upgrades, cultivation, and various supporting mechanics that increase their overall power. This is a familiar approach for samkok games, but I like how Three Kingdoms Defiance organizes these progression layers. Everything is presented in a fairly clear and straightforward way, so if you've played a few similar games before, you'll probably get comfortable with the systems very quickly. As for platform support, the game is available on both Android and iOS, so compatibility shouldn't be an issue for most players. During my installation and testing, the game's storage requirement ranged from around 2 to 3 gigabytes, depending on the latest updates and additional in-game downloads. I'd recommend making sure you have enough free storage before installing, so you don't run into any interruptions halfway through the process. The game also supports English, So if you're already familiar with common RPG terminology, you shouldn't have any trouble navigating the menus or understanding the gameplay. Now let's talk about the part many of you are probably waiting for: the benefits of playing the game through X7 Game. While I was testing the game, the platform was running several attractive promotions, including free daily coupons, recharge discounts, and VIP privileges for new players during their first few days. On top of that, you'll also receive a decent number of Gacha tickets early on, giving you a better chance of pulling powerful heroes from the very beginning. These bonuses are genuinely useful, especially if you're a free-to-play player who doesn't want to spend money, but still wants a solid start. As for gift codes, I want to save you the trouble of searching all over the internet. Gift codes for Three Kingdoms Defiance are usually updated directly inside the X7 Game app. Simply open the game's page within the app, and you'll find the latest available codes there. If you happen to check and don't see any active codes, it most likely means the previous batch has already expired. That's completely normal for Gacha games, since gift codes are usually time-limited. The best habit is to check the app once a day so you can claim new codes whenever they become available, while also keeping up with the latest coupons and ongoing events. After spending quite a few hours playing Three Kingdoms Defiance, I'd say it's a solid samkok RPG with polished visuals, satisfying combat animations, and a generous early game experience. It's suitable for both newcomers and players who are already familiar with Gacha cultivation games. Of course, no game is perfect, and I'd still recommend downloading it through X7 Game and trying it yourself, because your personal experience will always tell you more than simply watching a review video. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below to let me know what you think about the game. I'll be reading your comments and replying in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
夜王剑，夜王剑，雷暴天狼，夜王剑，
小心陨落！
雷暴天狼。